So besides eating amazing nutrient-dense food, it's also important to take care of our teeth from the external level. I mean, the real heart of it is in the core. And I believed if we all had super health and we had generations of healthy parents, that on one level we'd hardly have to brush our teeth and we would have no cavities. And actually, the work of Dr. Price also found that. I mean, he was looking at cultures that were not invaded by modern white food, and they weren't big on brushing their teeth. They had like perfect jaw structure. They didn't have wisdom teeth issues. They had no cavities. He might find one cavity in 100 skulls. And they didn't have Listerine and Crest and all of that to help them out. So taking care of our mouth is important, and it's nice to have, a fresh, clean mouth for sure. And I don't like feeling like a shag rug on my teeth, so it's really good to clean it. And that helps the gums, because the gums and the tongue, it's good to have the plaque removed and to take care of our teeth externally. But because the teeth and the gums and the tongue and everything about our mouths is living tissue, it's a good idea to approach the care of our teeth differently than we would, say, scrubbing countertops. And if we're buying oral care products from the maybe harmful if swallowed section at the drugstore, we are going to be brushing chemicals into our bloodstream. We are going to be decomposing collagen. We will be disturbing the microflora of our entire digestive system, and we will be hindering the hormones. So we have lots of alternatives, and we can really take care of our mouths and take care of our molars with the molecular matter of phytonutrients, and we can brush with botanicals. Brushing with botanicals like neem, cardamom, clove, cinnamon, mastic, peppermint. Not only are they totally ancient ways to take care of the teeth and the digestive system, they activate the hypothalamus. They enhance parotid gland secretions. They get digestive juices flowing. So you got one extreme or the other. So the mint doesn't just freshen breath. It's going in there to stimulate digestive juices and stimulate the hypothalamus. These minute molecules of essential oils are also antifungal, antiviral, and antibacterial. And their lipid nature is able to penetrate the oral mucosa, penetrate the tongue, and go in and communicate and stimulate the lymphatic vessels and the capillaries, which is way better than Crest with its sodium lauryl sulfate that causes receding gums and bleeding gums. We are understanding that the mouth is a portal to the body and the inner altar of the brain. So when we brush with things like these botanicals, they're going up to the hypothalamus through the nasal bulb and through the soft palate, and they're able to communicate and stimulate the hypothalamus, the parathyroid, the thyroid, and the parotid gland. The skin inside our mouths is also very, very, very thin. It's 1 cell thick. It's called the epithelium, and it has an absorption capacity of 90%. So anything that's going in the mouth is drawn into the skin and into the bloodstream by 90%. So you want to pass on the mouthwashes that are known to cause 36,000 cases of oral cancer a year. Amazing that they're all sitting on the shelf ready to buy. I just find that mind-blowing. And so it's thin, but if you get bleeding gums or if you're flossing and bleeding begins, then it's even faster, and you're sending those toxins directly into the bloodstream right away. So the other great thing about botanicals is they can heal and seal the gums and the mouth tissue fast. Things like rosato, sea buckthorn, frankincense, and mastic and neem, they heal the skin really fast. Many people will have bleeding gums when they floss, and if they use the botanicals, put it along a floss and then floss, they will stop that bleeding gum within 24 hours because they've sent all those nutrients there to heal the skin. Because not only the skin inside the mouth can break really fast, but it can also heal really fast. So that's important to know. Next, I have some more amazing tooth tips for you that you can take home and really put to some practical use. So first of all, we want to eliminate all of the hypothalamic parotid suppressors, which is fluoride, chemicals, medication if you can, antibiotics, gluten, anything that's disrupting the digestive system, anything that's making excess insulin. You want to normalize blood sugar. And also, it's important to soak grains and nuts because they have a lot of phytic acid, and phytic acid is an anti-nutrient, and phytic acid inhibits the absorption of phosphorus. So soaking helps a bit, but you actually have to, you gotta soak and ferment. And that's really what all ancient cultures did when they were making any grain or nut thing. They were generally soaking and fermenting. The fermenting further removes the phytic acid. So that's important on a dietary level. And of course, when we ingest food, right away, food is coalescing with our saliva and enzymes and the bacteria in our mouth, and then we're swallowing that and putting it into the stomach. So hopefully, we have a lot of good bacteria in our mouth because we fed our saliva to have good bacteria, and we're cleaning our mouth. So if we have a lot of bacteria plaque buildup and we're eating, then we're swallowing that continually into the stomach. And if we have fungus in our bodies, it's a bit of an endless cycle, because if there's fungus or candida, that will also show up in the mouth, and then we keep swallowing that. There are some new probiotic gum things on the market, which is fine, but I really feel like it's about eating fermented foods and taking probiotics. And then if you feel like it, you could add a little bit of a powdered probiotic to your paste or to your oral care protocol. I don't think you need the gums. And the other thing is amino acids. If we don't get enough amino acids, then we don't have enough to build collagen, because making collagen is pretty complex for the body to do, so we need extra amino acids so that the body has amino acids left over to make the collagen. We want to eat things mineral rich. If we don't get enough minerals in our diet, again, the minerals will be taken from the teeth to go to more important organs. So that's also very important. We talked a little bit about the fat-soluble vitamins, and those three have such a synergy for working together and for creating dentin. The vitamin K2 kind of makes the A and D come alive. And the K2 activates the osteocalcin to then bring that calcium and phosphorus into the bones. And once that's been activated, the fat-soluble vitamins help the dentine to lay down a nice glassy finish where there was once a cavity. So those are very key for keeping the teeth strong or reversing cavities. What also is cool is gargling and swishing with things that are mineral rich. So salt, baking soda is alkalinizing. You can totally make your own mouthwash, add some essential oils, swish it very vigorously, spit it out. You can make packs. We're passing around an ozonated healthy gumdrops. You can put that into the back of your molars. What that's also great for is you can mix in mycelium mushroom, and you can lay that on your gums overnight for helping to make the gums strong and bring the pockets back. We also have an ozonated one. You can put clay and ozone on your teeth and leave that on overnight. Clay is excellent for oral care.